Well, hello there everyone, good morning and welcome back to part 5 of this Goodbye F1 2020 Sprint Mode Championship. We're at the beginning of Season 3, you can see that we're just going through the various facilities as well. If you missed the end of the last episode, obviously we've re-signed Mick Schumacher for a third season. We've changed the livery around a little bit, it's still a bit of a dairy milk car, but there's now a nice black streak all along the top of it as well, and I think I've improved the livery somewhat as well. I'm very, very happy with it. So, we've got a few activities to do then, and we've obviously got the car reveal as well. So these are the facilities at the moment. You can see that we've got nearly $35 million, so we'll definitely get one of these up to Spec 2, I think. Yeah, we'll jump on with the aerodynamic department, and you can see the livery on the right hand side there. I think it looks really, really nice actually. So we'll get the aerodynamic department up now to Spec 2. There's not much we can do on the powertrain department, I don't think. We could do half of it, but it's a bit pointless. I'd rather do it all in one go. So, before the first race, all these three departments will be Spec 2. Marketing still Spec 1. Durability will be the last one that we do. Okay, R&D. Now, obviously, we had some major upgrades to go onto the car at the end of the final season. A couple over here from the powertrain department and a couple over here from the chassis department as well. So the powertrain department, we stayed with Mercedes. So the 4 upgrades that we got from them last season, which are these 4 here, we've kept. These 2 come in this season as well. If we change engine supply, we lose those upgrades. So it's good to see. We're middle of the pack in terms of power. Aerodynamic department, we're still at the bottom, so we need to focus on that a little bit. Chassis, we're in the middle for that. Durability, we're at the plum last. As you would imagine, we've had no durability upgrades because we don't need them. Quite clearly, we can do the entire season without having to take any sort of grid penalties. So there's no R&D in progress, and this is the progress history. Look at that. Look at the top 7 teams from Red Bull all the way down to Ferrari. They're only separated by, I think, maybe 30 or 40 at most in terms of performance points, which, to be honest, sort of balances it out. As you know, you've got some quick drivers in the Ferrari, maybe not so quick in the Racing Point and Renault. So really, the top 7, I don't know how to call it. It could be anyone. Behind that, there's a long gap back to us. We've had a big increase in performance, as you can imagine, from all the major upgrades coming on. A big upgrade as well, actually, from Haas and Williams. So there are little gaps between them 4. We are still the best of the back marker teams. But yeah, I mean, that's quite amazing to see that the top 7 teams are that close. So for the vehicle then, we know all about this screen, that's fine. The corporate side of things then, the finance history, the finances, the driver market as well. We'll have a quick look, see if anyone's made any changes. If we can scroll through on the very laggy screen then, so we might as well start at the bottom and scroll away up to the top. So Hubert and De Vries remain at Williams, Mick Schumacher remains with us, Ricciardo and Ocon still at Renault, Verstappen, Albon still at Red Bull, Hamilton, Mercedes unchanged, Norris and Kvyat's unchanged from last season, Giovinazzi and Magnussen in the Haas, Sainz, Leclerc in a Ferrari, and Wang Yongzhou then. Wang Yongzhou comes up to replace the retired Grosjean in the Racing Point. Perez and Gasly still at Alpha Tauri, and Latifi and George Russell still at Alfa Romeo. So was one change in, it's Zhou that's come in to the third season, replacing the retired Grosjean. As for contracts, you can see there mixed stats on the right hand side, continuing to slowly improve, and sponsorship as well, all looking very nice. So we can do some activities now. Driver training camp for Mick Schumacher as much as we can, and then one down here as well will be merchandise, or $1 million. We get $1 million in merchandise, or an advertisement campaign. We might as well do the advertisement one because we need the more sponsors on there. So we'll advance the time. And then the driver training camp now comes in for Mick Schumacher as well, so his stats are going to continually improve. Weekly resources and the running cost. The aerodynamic upgrade now comes on as well. So we're now Spec 2 on that, and we can go to the car reveal. And there it is. And I think that's quite striking, I think. It's still a bit of a Simtek Dairy Milk car, but we've got rid of some of the purple, and we've got that nice black stripe along it as well. End plates on the front wing, and the rear wing as well is black. Looks quite nice with the sponsors. I'm really, really happy with it. I think it looks really, really nice. We've got some messages. High cash balance. We know that. Driver retirement. As I said, Grosjean has now retired from the sport. We can possibly do some R&D work. The aerodynamic department is definitely one that we're struggling on a little bit. It is the worst. So yeah, we'll do a major upgrade over here. So we'll do this one here. When will that come in, apparently? Oh, we can rush it. That's interesting. We can rush it. There's a higher percentage chance of failing because we're now Spec 2. I believe that's why it's come in. Is that true? Powertrain department is still Spec 1. So yeah, we can't do... Yeah, it's Spec 2. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the aerodynamic department, we'll do this one. We'll do it as rush, and it might come in between Australia and Bahrain. There's a 45% failure chance, which is a bit disappointing. 703 left. Can we do one over here or not? 675 we can. So we can do this one as well. That'll arrive between Bahrain and China. The difference between a standard development and a rushed development. 15 million. How much do we need to get... where am I going? I want to go over here. Powertrain department up to Spec 2. I'm going to need... 21 million. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. So we'll advance the time. Still chipping away with the resources. The pre-season advertisement campaign comes in as well. What was I going to check out? I was going to check out the corporate side. Just look at Mick Schumacher's stats. Now, I think they increase as the season goes on. You can see that his rating is now shot up to 86, but his experience, racecraft awareness and pace stats haven't gone up. Maybe one of them has gone up by 1. I think it slowly increases as the season goes on. Again, I should probably... In fact, what I'll do, as we're sitting here, and I've got the stream running against me, I'm going to go back to the first one that I did. Right, and I've got the screen here. So when we signed Mick Schumacher at the beginning of this career mode, his rating was a 63, so it's now 86. His experience was 31, so that's gone up by 8. His racecraft was 63, that's gone up by 7. His awareness was 58, that's gone up by 6. And his pace was 74, and it's gone up by 7. So that plus 15, plus 17, ignore it. I think that's what... I'm a bit confused because I always thought that if you do like training for Mick Schumacher or anyone and it's racecraft plus 2, it should automatically go on the car or on the driver. I don't think it does. I think what that graph there shows is essentially what we've done to him since we've started training him. That's my belief behind it. I think those 4 little sub-headings, the experience, racecraft, awareness and pace, will gradually increase as the season goes on. That's my theory behind it. I certainly hope so. We'll go to the race weekend then. First race at Australia. 1 practice program we'll do, then straight into the one-shot qualifying, and then the 5-lap race. It's the Sprint Mode Championship, so we want to spend as much time blasting through these seasons as we can. And hopefully we can get off to a good start here because, yeah, this is the season now where we need to slowly start catching up to the cars in the midfield. Unfortunately, there is a massive gap between us and the midfield. First season, we scored 1 point at the final race at Brazil. Last season, we scored 2 points at Mexico and an 11th place at Brazil as well. So there are slow, gradual steps moving forward. But this season, I kind of want to not necessarily score points in every race, but I want to be competitive. I want to be sort of qualifying around 14th, 15th, 16th, something like that, and racing towards a top 10 if I can. It's not going to be until probably a few seasons from now that we actually do start to make some serious inroads. And of course, last season there was no we'll have a look at the weather, that's fine. There was no regulation changes from the FIA, so at the end of every season usually there's 1, 2, 3 or even all 4 departments have to be re-legalised for the next season. We didn't have that, so as you see there, not one team took a performance hit. Some teams upgraded a little bit, some like others upgraded quite a lot, but not one team actually went backwards. We kind of need that at the end of this season for a lot of things to be changed around, and then for us to get as much of it legal as possible. We've already done a lot to the car, so it might be difficult to do that, to get everything done in which case it will be just get the major upgrades done, because that's cost the most money and that gives us the most performance. So it might be a case of we have to sacrifice some of our minor upgrades to get all the majors done. We won't be alone in this, all the other teams will, so we kind of need this season for the regulation changes to come in. Weather forecast is sunny for qualifying, overcast for the race. That is fine. We'll head now to FP3, where we'll probably do the field management one. That's probably the easiest one, I think, to do around here. We'll just drive and see what we can do. Oh, didn't mean to press that button. No, you get to hear the Mercedes engine in the background. Nice to be back at sunny Australia. So, we'll just restart the session. Doesn't really matter. Okay, there we go. So, session info. Car setup. Again, I don't have an Australia setup, which is a bit dumb of me. We could just go for Austria setup. Actually, that seems... might not be too bad a setup, actually. We'll give it a go anyway. Fuel management then. So we're in FP3. We've only got 2 sets of soft tyres available to us. So we'll jump out there straight away and get this done. And this is the new livery then. You can see that it's a lot more black when we're on board. But all around, I'm quite happy with it. Right, how does the car feel then on this setup and with some improved upgrades on the car? Okay, fuel management program. Let's get this licked into shape straight away. Car feels okay, actually. I don't like that corner back there. I've still got flashbacks from last season when Mick took us out at the start. Got to get a bit of a leg on here because I'm traditionally quite weak in Sector 3. That wasn't great through there. Oh, we're not going to do it, actually. No, we're not going to do it. Okay, we'll do one more lap. See if we can improve our pace at least, as we're already out on circuit. Maybe I just need a lap to get used to the setup, who knows. Okay, that's killed it, so... we're not going to mess around. Sprint Road Championship season. We'll advance into qualifying. Let's have a look at the overall pace. It's all just mixed around. Little Ferrari are a bit off the pace. Zhou in 13th, Mick in 14th, just off their pace, so that's good. Few people on the medium tyres. But yeah, you look here at the top there. So you got Red Bull, AlphaTauri, McLaren, AlphaTauri, Red Bull, Renault, Mercedes down in 7th and 9th. So you'll see Mercedes win both the drivers and the constructors championships in the first 2 seasons. I think this season we might see a changing of the guard. Now who that's going to be, I have absolutely no idea. Ferrari seemed like the weakest one. Yeah, we didn't do very well in that, did we, in terms of resource points? But yeah, disappointing. We'll advance into qualifying. For whatever reason, I always struggle with the practice programs at Australia. I can pretty much get all done everywhere else. But Australia, for whatever reason, just doesn't seem to work for me. I can't seem to find the magic. But the setup feels okay. Whether it's quick or not, I don't know. That, I'm sure, will become evident in our qualifying lap. It's back at the workstation. Straight into qualifying. No messing about here. I don't know what to expect from the one shot. I mean, ideally, 14th, 15th, 16th, something like that would work for us. We'll give it a go, see what we can do. Do love this livery. Oh, you fucking lemon. Well, that's blown it. Might have been a bit unsighted by Bottas's ghost car, actually. I was sort of paying attention to that more than anything else. Chance of us not being 22nd and last is slim to nil unless we absolutely yeet it over through the chicane here. Which we're going to do, fuck it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, okay, I've been punished for my mistake. We'll go backwards. No, we won't. No, not restart the session. Retire from the session. Okay, well, champion start. What's my AO going to do? Is it... Just do a spin turn. Like, why are you doing a 74... Just spin turn it. Be a pro. Okay, so that's gone bad for us. It's gone well for Gasly. Pole position in the AlphaTauri. Verstappen, Bottas, Perez. There's a Ferrari in 5th, a McLaren in 7th, a Renault in 8th, a Mercedes in 9th and 3rd. It's Hamilton down in 9th. Mick is in 14th. That's good for him. Guan Yongzhou will obviously struggle. He's a new driver. Well, Williams actually out-qualified Giovinazzi in both the Alfa Romeos. Okay. Maybe slight improvement from Williams. So yeah, the top of the field is a bit of a madness. And Gasly taking pole. Not the first time he's taken pole. I believe it was maybe Monza last season where he took pole. Or was that Ricciardo that took pole? I think Ricciardo took pole somewhere. Okay, right. We've got to answer these two questions, unfortunately, just to get the sponsorship bonus. Who's my biggest rivalry at the moment? I'll go for Hubert. That should be an easy one to check off the list. Yeah, sure. Okay, well, the durability department noticed it, so if it's negative, it doesn't matter. We're not really doing any work. Anyway, 2 questions done. So that brings us a nice little cash bonus, which we're going to need, because hopefully in a race or two, we'll have enough money to get the powertrain department up to Spec 2, which we probably won't need to do anything else. In that case, it'll probably be getting the marketing and the personnel department up to Spec 2 and 3 to improve the amount of money and resource points we get, and obviously to improve mixed stats as well. And then we'll just get the other departments done. Durability, I won't even touch until the end. It'd be nice to completely max out all of the facilities, whether we can or not, I don't know. It should be easy enough to do in a 10-year sprint mode, because we're only doing 10 races per season, of course, you know, clues in the name, sprint mode. But I think we can get them all done to Spec 3 by the end of this. Okay, back in the workstation, straight to the race. We know where we're starting, last, unless anyone has any first race penalties, which I'll be a bit surprised about. And all we can do from here really is try and keep it clean at the start if we can. You know the rule, if we pick up damage in the first couple of corners on first lap, we are allowed a restart. And here we go, straight onto it. Let's go. Okay. Oh, I think I crashed up one of the Alfa Romeos there. Just getting my eye in. Don't worry about that. Okay, take 2. I don't want to be here. Oh, fuck off! Okay, 18th. Have we got the pace to catch up to these guys in front? I certainly hope so. Those apexes clearly didn't work for me. Have I got any damage on the car? No, we're okay. Okay, we're gaining on the cars in front at least. Oh, a bit deep. Got to get inside that DRS window if we can. Okay, into lap 3. Time to abuse the ERS just a little bit more, I think. Difficult to pass these cars. Oh. Oh, yeah, my own fault. Okay. Oh, I made a mistake going into the left hander and I thought I'll cheat the course, go for the right hander and ended up putting it in the wall. Oh. Yeah, so I've come around there and I'm thinking I've got to gain in these guys, Right, nail the apex. Oh, I fucked that up. Okay, I'll just cheat. Oh, hit a bump. Yeet. Okay, yeah, that's my fault. Clearly it's my fault, it's no one else's fault. Oh, that's not a good start to the episode, is it? Hey ho. We live and learn. The qualifying screwed us, let's be honest. Gasly won then by the looks of it. That's a madness. Gasly leads the championship. Which kind of proves just how good Gasly is as a driver. Vastly underrated. I think anyone that's involved in F1 or likes the sport or anything like that would say that Gasly's probably top. Oh wow, and Perez was third. So AlphaTauri might be the team to beat this season. But going back to Gasly, I think he's probably top 5 drivers at the moment in real world Formula 1. I don't know if they're put in the top 5. Norris would be up there, Verstappen and Hamilton as well. Gasly, Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton down in 10th. Wow, Mick was 14th. Yeah, not much else really to pay attention to that. Got to pull our finger out of our arse here a little bit. Can't be having results like this every week. Qualifying last and then crashing out. Yeah, so Hubert beats us in a rivalry. That's fine for the money. We're not going to achieve the goals for 2 of those because it's achieve a podium finish. But the weekly money that we get from them is what we want. Right, hopefully we'll have a aerodynamic upgrade coming in now. A rushed one, 45% failure chance. So I am expecting it to fail. But we should have the resource points to get it redone very quickly. He says, clutching his rosary beads. Okay, we got something on the 16th. A new sponsor, we'll manage the sponsors. We've got another one running out, Zanzare. So ideally, weekly income is the most important thing. So we'll scroll up to the top. 334 from Zanzare, who we're currently with anyway. Satellite, 100 laps during the race weekend. That's not going to happen. That's probably the most easiest one to do, I reckon, in terms of weekly income. Score a point. Oh, there's one down here. Score 20. Jesus, complete a clean race. I mean, yeah, maybe, but 220. Is it really worth it? I think we should just go sign with Beliza. We could sign with Beliza. It's a different sponsor on the car. Okay, so we've got to go to customisation now and get Beliza on the car. We do that with car liveries. I don't know where to put them. Not there. Beliza. And on there. There we go. Okay, that'll do for us. Okay, we have some more sponsors on the car. That's nice. Okay, so we know we've got some stuff coming in for the R&D. Activities, simulated training for Mick. Oh, we should have some R&D work. Have we not got any R&D progress? Maybe it passed. Did it pass? It passed. Yes, here it is. So it did get done. It just didn't tell me that it had been done. Or maybe it did at the top with a pop-up. I'm not too sure. But there it is. It's on the car. Happy days. We've got 1,000 resource points. We've got something in development, which should be in soon. Cancel development. Why would you want to cancel the development? 23rd of March. Okay, we'll just wait, I think. Yeah, we'll just wait. So we'll answer time. Simulated training comes in for Michael Schumacher. So we'll go back and have a look at the corporate side of things, just see how... Okay, his rating's gone down to 80 now, and all them bits on the right-hand side have dropped. I really don't know what is going on with his stats. I always thought that if he had 2 to his racecraft, it should automatically go on. I get so pissing confused with it. I really don't understand. Sure, we'll just go to Bahrain. I don't get it. It might be glitched, it might just be broken in general. He has improved since we've signed him, that is evident. But yeah, it's just a weird way that they do it. Who knows? So round 2 at Bahrain then. Track I like. So I'll be hoping for a more positive result than what we had in Australia. And to be honest, we've really got to do a lot worse than qualifying. You know, I think it's impossible to do worse than qualify last and crash out. Maybe disqualified. I don't know. Well, I don't want to be doing that here. I want to try and get some consistency going. Try and get some positive results. Last season was very good towards, you know, from I think round 4 onwards, something like that. We were constantly fighting around the midfield and scoring a couple of points and getting close in Brazil, and I want that again. Well, yeah, we knew it was going to be dry. It's Bahrain. If I ever have a wet race at Bahrain, the game is broken. Ah, the good old-fashioned black loading screens are back. Half my stream is looking at a black screen, I think. Okay, maybe not half, but you know what I mean. And into FP3. I've got a Bahrain set up, so we'll chuck that on the car. And get out there and do a practice program. Track acclimatisation might be a good one. Now, I've never done the tyre wear one yet. It is a bit of a tricky one to do because if you overextend on one of the faster corners, then it absolutely destroys your tyres. So we will load the Bahrain. It's a Bahrain test. I don't know why I left it as Bahrain test, but this is basically an online. Why is the pressure so high? Well, it doesn't really matter in a 5-lap race. Basically, this is just one of my online ones. ERS management, I think we've done that before fairly comfortably. So we'll have a go at that. And in FP3, it's in the dry. Of course it's in the dry, but it's in the daytime. Even though the big spotlights are on. I actually enjoy running around Bahrain in the day more than I do at the night. Okay, boost the OS up to the line to give ourselves a maximum top speed. Okay, this should be fairly comfortable unless I decide to cock it up. Oh, a bit of oversteer. Okay, I'm not driving brilliantly at the moment, so I'm going to have to boost the ERS along these straights. I mean, we'll be comfortably in the green by the end of this anyway. These long straights at the end of a lap play to the practice program strengths. Not even going to boost along here, excuse me, and we'll be close to half a second up. There we go, job done. Happy days. So Verstappen was fastest in that session. With Perez up there, Ricardo, Gasly, Mercedes struggling a little bit. Mick Schumacher split the racing points. We weren't last. Look at that. We weren't last. So there's progress there. So the Racers points 548. So we can definitely get another upgrade on the car. Team McLaren continues to rise. It's now slowing down quite a lot for the team, as you can see, because we're now so close to level 20. It really does take a big effort just to get up another level. I'm sure we'll be level 18 by the end of the season. And with every level you go up, you get more money from your sponsors for weekly payouts and goal bonuses. And once you get to the elusive level 20, you can sign your fourth and final secondary sponsor, which generates, again, more money. So that's sort of what we're looking at. But that's the money side of things. That will happen eventually. The performance side of thing all basically comes down to me and Mick. Okay then, into qualifying we go. Okay, full send. P1, look at that. Fuck my life. What a fucking mess. Well, we're last again. Gasly pole again. Wow. So AlphaTauri have a team to beat. What's the thing I've got to try and beat is actually get off the back row of the grid. Lost it all in turn one. Don't know how much time. Probably shitloads. We're in Gasly, Kvyat, Norris, Hamilton in 5th, Mick in 17th. Yeah. It's just a nightmare. Yep. We can forget about that. Hopefully we'll make a good start. We can dive bomb a few people going down into turn 1. If we lose this rivalry to Hubert, that's going to be mightily embarrassing. So we kind of need to make sure we don't do that. Okay, let's get to the race. Let's get it done. Okay, season starts from here. Let's have a good, positive result. Okay. 21st, Schumacher had a penalty. Good start. Full send. Oh, hello. Fastest in sector 3, P12. Okay, now DRS is going to be the major issue. As long as we can stay with the cars in front, that'll help us to defend from the cars behind. Okay, I think we're comfortable in 12th, but this might be it for us. Need cars to start battling up ahead, really. Final lap then. How have I not got DRS? Doesn't matter. See you later. Well, we jumped a load of people, dive bombing into turn one. Good little battle with science in the first lap. It's our first finish this season. P12, I'll take that. I'll take a P12. I think our pace is okay. It started eking off a little bit there once we lost the DRS. Driver of the day, thank you very much. But at least we've got ourselves our first decent result of the season. So Kvyat wins the race. Danny Kvyat wins the race. Gasly second. Norris in third. Hamilton in fourth. Lance Stroll, yeah, that's all okay. I think he might have had a bit of damage, Lance Stroll, I'm not too sure. 12th Azzo from 21st. Mick Schumacher only managed to get past Giovinazzi, but these guys all stuck together behind each other. Standings, I'm pretty sure we're the best of... Yeah, we're the best that haven't yet to score. P8. P8. AlphaTauri, McLaren and Red Bull in the top three. And after two races, it's Gasly that is leading the championship. Wow, changing of the guard so early. Now into season 3. Mercedes really are struggling by the looks of it. So a couple of questions to get through now. And we can look forward to a small period now where we can generate some more resource points and some money. Hopefully have enough now to get the powertrain department up to spec 2. And it'll be the first season break. Finally, we managed to beat Hubert. Where do we stand in this rivalry, by the way? I haven't really looked. Okay, we're a point behind. Claim continues to rise. Cash as well. And now we'll head back to the headquarters before we head to round 3 at Zandvoort. And we can hopefully do some more upgrades on the car. Hopefully have enough money to get the powertrain department up to spec 2. That'll be quite important. So the pistons comes in from the powertrain department We'll renew with Zanzea because it generates so much money, and then we've got to get them on the car, haven't we? So where were they? They were here. And here. Okay, happy days. They're back on the car. Yep, okay, whatever. Right. So messages, performance comparison, that's fine. Oh, we didn't look, did we? We didn't look coming into the second race, see how things are. Okay, Mercedes and Red Bull have started to pull away from the rest of that top 7. We're slowly closing up on them as well. Alfa Romeo have caught up to Haas. Williams still a little bit further back. Okay, that's fine. 20 million in the bank, but we've got some stuff that we can do. Oh, actually, hold on, I need to do some activities, don't I? Weight training for Mick, that's fine. Sponsor advertisement, sponsor event, chassis equipment brings in some much needed resource points, aero department focus, durability, doesn't really matter too much, we lose some money. Okay, so in terms of R&D, we've got nothing in progress, that's okay. Have we got enough money now for a major upgrade? We can't rush it though. We can rush this one on the aerodynamic department, so that's what we'll do. Rush it. It should come in. Oh, we've got China on the calendar. Of course, yeah, I changed it around a little bit, didn't I? Yes, of course, I changed it around. So I've got to remind myself, actually, where are we going to be racing season? China. And we've got France on the calendar. So what did I get rid of? Belgium and Italy, didn't I? Okay, China. Oh, yeah, it's a triple header. China, Holland and Spain. And then we've got France, Austria, Great Britain as a triple header, and then Mexico, Brazil. Oh, I completely forgot. Completely forgot about that. I thought it was the same calendar. I didn't realise I'd actually changed it around a little bit. Okie dokie, that's fine. So R&D in progress. That's okay. Hopefully that will arrive before China. So the weight training comes in for Mick. The sponsor advertisement, weekly resources and running costs are all good. Sponsor event fundraiser. The rear wing upper flap has failed. Okay. Disappointing that. So 625 and it'll be in before China. So that's fine. We can still do it. So the chassis equipment upgrades comes in with a little bit extra resource points, some more weekly resources, the aero department focus, an invitational event which I have absolutely no care for. The rear wing upper flap has now passed as a major upgrade. Weekly resources and running costs. And now onto the Chinese Grand Prix. Have we got enough money to get the powertrain up and running? 5, 10, 15, 21 million we have. So we can get the powertrain department now up to spec 2. Good stuff, that is. Of course, it means our weekly resource points will continue to rise, 320. Our weekly running costs will continue to jump up as well. Can we get any more upgrades done onto the car? Probably should wait and get these majors done. Yeah, I think we're in a position at the moment where we can pretty much do an upgrade every race. So then we'll go to China. The first time we've been at China on this career mode. It'll be the first time we get to France as well. I would have chosen, thinking about it now, I would have chosen China and France purely because I quite enjoy the circuits. Don't know if I have a Chinese setup. I really don't think I do. But I know the default setup works quite well around here. But then I think the Austrian one could be quite good as well. That's quite close to being a default setup. So we will make sure that we will check the R&D history of all the teams, because I failed to do that going into Bahrain. We had another major and a minor put onto the car. So we should hopefully start to catch up with that group of top 7. That is the target. We need to be catching up to them. So here we are then at the workstation. It's dry for qualifying in a race, so that's good. High cash balance, we know that, that's fine. So progress history, let's have a look. Yep, that's fine. So it looks like everyone has had upgrades. So we're pretty much where we were at Bahrain. Although Haas have slowly pulled away from Alfa Romeo. So we're sort of on our own a little bit there, but that's fine. And now we'll advance to FP3. Don't know what practice program I'll do in this one. Probably ERS, to be honest. That's usually the easiest one to do here. Ah, nice quick drink. If you are enjoying the stream and you've dropped in and out at various points, a like and a subscription would be very, very helpful to tell me that you're enjoying the content. Less than 2 weeks now until F1 2021 drops, and we're back on the old school career mode there. A bit different to what we're doing here. But to be honest with you, if there's a lot of love for this, then I might actually do a Sprint Mode Championship on 2021. Okay, let's advance into FP3. We'll probably chuck the Austria setup on the car. Don't believe I have a China one. I might have one. Be surprised if I have. So let's go and have a look. Have I got a China set up? China Def. Oh, I don't like China. China Def one. Okay, let's have a look. 2.8. Oh my god, that's mad on the wings, isn't it? Fuck it. We'll use it. ERS management. Okay, this should be fairly comfortable. What's our top speed like with no ERS? It's a new venue for us. Now, in games gone by, I used to not detest China, but it was one of those circuits, it was like, oh, okay. But in the last couple of years, I've actually grown to quite like China. It's got a nice flow to it, certainly Sector 2. Okay, it's a bit early on the brakes, I have to remember that. I'm just inside the delta at the moment. This should be flat. And the advantage we got if we're a couple of temps down, which we are at the moment, that'll be the tricky spot for me, getting the braking right for that tight left-hander. And we can boost the ERS down this straight if we need to. Hopefully a couple of attempts up by the braking zone. Yeah, we'll do it. Just, but we'll do it. Not bad. So have a look at the practice times anyway, just to see who's on the case. So Verstappen at the front, but AlphaTauri's still up there. Leclerc in 4th. Mercedes are struggling. Mick in 13th. We were last, but we know we pay no attention to practice times. Now we can advance to one-shot quali. Hopefully we can do a good job. So 572. Nice healthy amount. The acclaim doesn't really change too much. Now we're such a high level. Especially for the team, being level 17. It's crucial to get a good grid position if we can. Try and take advantage of some of the cars in front of us. Starting last isn't really what I want to be doing. I want to be, you know, in the midfield at 14th, 15th, 16th place. Because we're faster than the Williams, Alfa Romeos and Haas cars. So 16th really should be our minimum target in qualifying now. And after China, I believe we've got Zandvoort and then Austria. Okay, let's go. Still P1. Look at this. Okay, come on, top speed. Work with me here. 15th at the moment. Oh, don't blow it now. '17th. Ah, could have been better. Could have been better. At least we're not last. And we were P1 all the way through the first sector there. Which granted is 2 corners, but that's besides the point. Okay, Red Bull, Mercedes at the front. AlphaTauri and Renault look strong. McLaren are taking the slip back. 14th for Mick Schumacher, 17th for us. Yeah, I mean 16th we probably should have been. I don't know. It's good to see Mick Schumacher doing well though. I have no problem whatsoever with Mick Schumacher consistently out qualifying and potentially out racing me. I need my teammate to be up there. You know, the target is to try and win the Drivers' and the Constructors' Championships. The rivalry breakdown and the team acclaim continues to creep ever so slightly. But I need Mick to do his job as best as I can. But I'm hoping that China will be a good race for us. I'm starting 17th as well, so hopefully if we can get the jump on a few people, might have a sneaky chance of a point or two. At least it's dry, that's what we want. Need to have a clean race here. Here we go then. Hang it around the outside if we can. Ah, no way through for me there. They're 3 wide up ahead. Oh, hello, Schumacher. No way! Oh, come on, AI! Fuck off! Do we have damage? No. Where am I going? Okay, we've gone backwards then. Got my braking wrong for that one, but spooked you there. Oh, car feels crap. Rich mix probably doesn't help. It's just not going to be easy now to try and catch up with these guys in front. I can gap them. Fastest in sector 1. Tells you everything, doesn't it? Oh, massive slap of oversteer there. We are in DRS range. How have I not got DRS? Final lap, Ben. Don't think we're going to get much out of this. Pray for a miracle, but I don't think I'm going to be getting one. P17 then. Ah, the contact with the AI who are being fuckheads, hurt us. Oh, well done, Ocon. Not that I particularly care too much. Oh, it's frustrating so far. I think we had the pace. Well, Mercedes and Red Bull back on the podium at least, so some order has been restored. So Bottas, Verstappen, Hamilton, Perez and Gasly 4th and 5th at AlphaTauri. Mick was 13th. We finished where we started, unfortunately. And it was Stroll that was giving us a bit of a headache. So we're still 8th in the standings. Gasly still leads the championship. AlphaTauri still lead the constructors. Well, at least the 2 questions have been answered now. Slovakia breakdown, we've managed to beat him, the claim, the cash as well, which is all good. And now we'll come back to the headquarters and get ready for Zandvoort. Don't think there's much we can do in a few days, maybe some driver training for Mick. Oh, we were new with Zaynetto. That's one thing we definitely do need to do. So we'll jump and get them back on the car. One there. One there. Then over to the rear wing. and the end plates. Okay, Zenetto have been re-signed and they're back onto the car. Okay, let's have a quick look. Powertrain upgrade coming in, activities, G-Force training for Mick, marketing strategy conference, sponsor advertisement. Yeah, okay, that'll do. R&D in progress, nothing, that's fine. Powertrain department, we might as well get this one on the go. Oh, we can't rush it just yet, can we? So we might as well do another major upgrade. Oh, we could do maybe 2 minors. Might as well. We'll rush it at this point. And we'll rush that one as well. Okay. Now then. G-Force training comes in for Mick, the marketing strategy conference for the team. Front wing cascades and a diffuser have both passed, and the powertrain is now spec 2. There we go. Sponsor advertisement. Everything else comes in, and now the Dutch Grand Prix. So good stuff there. So facilities, powertrain department is now spec 2. Looking good. The marketing will probably be next. Increase the clay improvement speed, and significantly increases positive effects from the team activities. But it's going to be 20 million. Plus, we've also got to be aware that we need a bit of money to make sure that we can re-sign Mick, because he's now worth 6 million. His rating is now to A1. His experience is now into the 40s. Look at that. So it's going up ever so slightly. That's good to see. R&D in progress. We've got nothing in progress. That's good. So we'll go to Zandvoort. So hopefully then the 2 minor upgrades coming, which is basically 2 minor upgrades are basically the same as a major. So hopefully if we can get an upgrade in the car sort of after every race, that'll put us in good stead. It's wet for the race. That is disappointing. Well, it was going to happen at some point. So nothing in progress at the moment. That's good to see. As for the progress history, yes, we are closing up. We are closing up. You can see there the top 7 are even closer now than they were at the beginning of the season. That is ridiculous. And we are slowly creeping in now on being the top 8. Haas, Alfa Romeo and Williams, nothing from then. So now, you must say now, really, we have to put our finger out of our arse here, because we really need to be battling these guys. As for the units, everything seems okay over here. Gearbox as well. So we'll skip to FP3. We'll do some practice programs. I might do 2 on this one, to be honest with you. But that is encouraging signs there. We are slowly closing the gap to the top 7. So then, into FP3. Now, I don't have a setup for Zandvoort, but I think Austria might be quite good for us. Bump up the wings just a little bit. We'll do the... I think we'll do the ERS Management 1 very quickly. It should be easy enough to do. He says, he hopes. Here we go. Struggling here. Should be able to do it. Just. Oh, that was a struggle, that. Okay. Fuel management. She's just drive fast, drive as fast as we can. No one behind us. Well, there's a Ferrari, I think. And our teammate ahead of us. Should be okay. Slight mistake there. Yeah, we're fine. Well inside the delta, well inside the purple. 2 practice programs done there. So that'll make a good boost to our resource points acclamation, if that's the word I'm looking for. Collection, that'll be better. So have a look at the practice times. Gasly at the front again. McLaren looks strong. Ferrari, well, Sainz doesn't. And Mick Schumacher in 12th. We're in 20th, so that's good. Progress to be seen. So 641 resource points. The team acclaim there. Mick's getting close to level 12. The team is getting close to level 18. Oh, let's hope for a good qualifying. The race is going to be wet, which is really disappointing, to be honest with you. I don't really want a wet race around Zandvoort, but it's what we're going to get, unfortunately. So now then we can advance into the one-shot qualifying session. And I'm going to take a very short restroom break here, and I'll be back with you guys in a couple of minutes. Okay, here we are then. Order lally, order lally. Let's send it. So far I'm happy, P16. Ah, I've got to sort this qualifying out, man. This isn't good enough. Verstappen takes pole, Kvyat, Perez, Stroll, Ricciardo top 5. Where is Mick Schumacher? 15th. We were 19th. Yeah, we should have been here. We should have been here. Aye, aye, aye. Oh, wet race. I'm not looking forward to this. I think the target would just be to survive more than anything. We know the AI just seem to be just mad OP. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay, we can restart that session. Whoopsie. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, it's such a narrow track. I've got to try and remember that if I can. It's getting a bit silly this now. I don't want to be doing 74 different restarts. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, we survived the first start. The first start? We survived the start. Okay, I'm in 15, Schumacher's 16, big gap behind. Mistake there, and Schumacher's gone through. To be honest, I'm struggling. So I think the safe thing to do is just to chill here. Concentrating so hard, not to try and gain positions, but just to try and not crash. Into that 4 then. Don't touch them curbs. No! Wow! Oh, and then I've been absolutely ploughed into by a Haas as well. Oh, come on! Ah, we'll look at it again. Come out of here. I'm trying to, you know, ease on the throttle. Back end stepped out on the banking. Smashed it into the wall, and then bosh, the Haas has just absolutely creamed into me. I don't know if there's anywhere he could go. The Alfa Romeo's a bit like, oh shit, what do I do here? But yeah, unfortunately, that brings an end to that race. Ay, ay, ay. I hate the fucking... Why can't I choose the fucking weather? I don't want to be in the rain. It's pissing me off. Well done for Verstappen, I assume. It is, with Kvyat second and Perez third. Mercedes really not in this, are they? Really not in this, and the slightest. Indeed, Mercedes didn't even score a point. Look at that. AlphaTauri's racing points, Ferraris, McLarens and Renaults. Schumacher was 15th in the end. We would have been 16th. Yeah, both ourselves and Magnussen retired them. So, nothing that changes anything really in the standings. No, not for us anyway. Although Verstappen now does take the lead of the championship. But just another disappointing end to the race there. I didn't do anything wrong. It's just the back end just decided to give up there on the banking. We've smashed it into the wall. And the rivalry breakdown then with Hubert is going just fantastic. This is a driver I should be comfortably beating. And we're not. Team Acclaim. He's Mick level 12. Almost. And we're almost level 18 as well. As for the cash, we had no questions either in that as well. So he generated no cash. So that's disappointing. But I believe it's Austria next. And that is the race I'm looking forward to. I just pray that the race is dry. Okay, we've just got a couple of days then until... Oh, it's the Spanish Grand Prix. Okay. Spain is the fifth and final race. We've got the reaction training that we can do. R&D, we've got nothing in progress. We might as well crack on with that. A major upgrade that we're going to rush. I don't think we've got enough money here to do a minor upgrade. We haven't. Okay, so that'll be the only upgrade then. So we'll advance the time. Reaction training comes in for Mick, and now we can jump straight into Spain. So where is Austria and all of this? And let's have a look at the standings more than anything else, because obviously 8th place is going to be quite important to us if we don't score. So I've had a 12th, Mick's had a 13th and a 14th, and Magnussen's had a 14th. There's a couple of 15ths there for Russell, Latifi the 16th. So P12 at the moment is what's saving us a little bit. We should be ahead of Zhou, but unfortunately he's had a couple of 16ths. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so we've got Spain this one. Then we've got France, Austria, and Silverstone, Mexico, and Brazil. So hopefully the second half of this season, which will be part 6, which will be in a day or two, will be good for us. Because right now it hasn't been exactly brilliant. Yes, we're developing the car nicely, but at the same time we're not getting the results that we need, and that is disappointing. Because you could have the best car in the field, but if you're not scoring the results that you need, then it doesn't really matter, does it, too much? Okay then, here we are at Spain. It's dry for qualifying in a race, which is ideal. We can have a look then at the progress history. Well, Alfa Romeo have closed up to Haas, and Williams have had a little upgrade as well, but nothing else really for top 7. AlphaTauri, in fact, have now slipped back into 7th for whatever reason. Gasly is absolutely doing bits right now. As for our units, everything seems okay. So we'll advance them to FP3. Oh, I need a good result here to finish off the episode. I do like Spain. I have a set up for Spain. Okay then, let's advance into FP3. I think the ERS management should be the first one to do. Should be easy enough to do as well. Stay off the inside curb, Alex. Okay, let's get this one done. Oh, turn 3 is flat for us. Probably could take turn 9 flat now. The car is that developed. Just inside the delta. Now we'll do the fuel management one now as well. Try and gain some extra resource points. This should be relatively comfortable as well. Pretty much flat now, turn 9 for us. Bit of a mess with the final chicane there, but comfortably done. And now we can advance to the end of the session. see where he fared with everyone else. Don't know what it's going to be like, to be honest with you. Leclerc was fastest. Well done. Ricciardo second. Bottas, Norris and Hamilton. And then scrolling down, Mick was 15th. We were last. Yep, okay, that's fine. Pay no attention really to the practice times. So 622. Team McLean were almost level 13. Mick is now level 12, same as us. And the team, did we get to level 18? We did, just into level 18. That's good though, because every level you go up, the sponsors pay out just a little bit extra. So, yeah, chances of being level 20 by the end of the season are slim to nil. But we're doing okay. Okay then, so we're advancing to qualifying. Hopefully, we can have a good session. Okay, let's go for it. Well, that was crap through the first two corners. Oh my god. Oh, I need to sort out my qualifying. What am I doing? It is hurting me so much. Bottas with pole. Well done for him. Come on. Well, there's the two questions answered at least. Didn't get it last time out at Zandvoort, which is a surprise. It's a 2-1 on the rivalry. That's a team acclaim as well, which doesn't really matter too much. Now we look forward to the race where I need a positive result really. We had one good race, one average race, two retirements. It's not really what you want at the start of the season, especially with the car now performing the way it is. Disappointing. I've got to look at myself for that. It's all down to me, that. Okay then, off to the race we go. And I'll be back with you guys in a minute or so. I'm going to take another restroom break, just to freshen myself up, stretch my legs just a little bit, and this will be the 5th and final race of this stream. Hopefully we can, actually get a decent result, because by God we need it. So then I'm back. I'm nicely refreshed. Let's see what we can do from the back of the grid. Someone's making contact with me, I don't care though. That was wild, but we can catch up to these guys because they're all concertinaed up. A little bit of end plate damage, it should be okay though. Where am I going? Let's use so much ERS there just to keep them behind. No! Fuck off! Fuck off. No. No. Fuck off. Not having it. I want a positive result. Pissing me off. Better than this. Good start, 16th. Fourteenth. 13th with a good move there on Zhu. We in lap 2 then. In 13th place, this might be it for us though. Got 2 racing points behind me, they're going to be very quick. Into lap 4. Got enough of a gap behind. Fuck you, bollard. Now the corner into the final lap then. We've got a gap behind again. The DRS down the main straight is very powerful. A bit of a dodgy line there through the first couple of corners, but we should be okay. Got several cars behind me, but not millions. And whilst my lines in this race haven't been exactly pinpoint, you can see there that we are losing out to the cars in front of us, so work needs to be done as we conclude the first half of this season. It's a P13 though, which we needed. Oh, it's been a frustrating start to this season. Frustrating is the word of the day. Aye, aye, aye. Where are the points going to come from? Austria, Mexico, Brazil? That's my bet. It's going to be them 3 races. Kind of has to be them 3 races, really. Mercedes, Red Bull, and Norris on the podium for McLaren. So it looks like Mercedes and Red Bull have finally got back to the top. So 13th for us. Mick was 16th. Don't think it changes anything really in the standings. We jump ahead of Guan Yuan Zhu. But yeah, the gap is still very, very evident. So we'll answer a couple of more questions. And here we go. That's that done. That'll be Spain done. That'll be the first 5 races of the season done. That'll be the episode done. Everything like that as well. We'll try and get some upgrades done on the car if we can. So we beat Hubert 4-2. Please tell me we're ahead in the rivalry at least. We're drawing. My God, we're drawing with 2 races left. Team McLean, now level 13, level 12 for Mick. Team is still in 18. Answer 2 questions. We managed to do that, and you can see there the money's gone up from 309, I think it was, a 312 to 333. That happens because the team acclaim has gone up from 17 to 18. Which is what we need, which is what we want. Generates more money. We can get the facilities upgraded quicker. And then focus everything onto developing the car. A couple of weeks then, before the season break, we've got an ECU coming in from Mercedes. GeForce training, power department, brings in extra resource points, attends F1 esports event. Second driver PR filming. Both of these don't help us. Okay, that's fine. 1608, so yeah, it's one of these that's going to come in from Mercedes. Must be this one. Oh no. Or is it the ECU? No, it is this. It is the major upgrade coming in. We can do a major upgrade over here. We can rush it, which will be before the French Grand Prix, which is ideal. And with 5 races done, we can make the change now onto the second units. So that's all good. That's all done. So we'll advance the time. Did the ECU pass? It did at first time of trying. The power department focus, the weekly resources and running costs. Front wing end plate did pass. That's good. Second driver PR filming. And weekly resources and running costs then before the season break. Let's have a look then. So we know that the ECU has come in for the powertrain department. We know that something else has come in over here. I think it was the downforce, wasn't it? Yeah, so that's good. So we've got a bit of money that we can spend. Aerodynamics, it's all major upgrades now. Minor upgrade. We might as well do this one. We'll rush it as well, which should come in before the French Grand Prix. That'll be the target anyway. 13 million, not much we can do over here really in terms of the corporate side of things. Mick Schumacher, yeah, still looking okay. He's now worth 7 million, which is terrifying. Okay, so the start of the season break, end of season break. Durability and funded team event actually costs us money. We might as well do the funded team event. And then we'll advance the time. Spend a little bit of money on that, but it brings the morale up a little bit. Weekly resources and running costs. The bearings have failed from the powertrain department, so we're going to have to get that done. Hopefully that will be done then before France. Well, it will be done because it's the second time of asking. Weekly resources and running costs come in, the bearings, and now we can focus on France. 776 resource points, 750, that's good. We can develop this straight away, which will be between France and Austria. And we've had some good upgrades on the car. You can see there we're the 4th best in the powertrain department. We're now the 3rd best in the aerodynamic department, and we're the, what is that, the 8th best in the chassis department. So we're going to need to do some work over here at some point. And the facilities all looking good. 16 million. How much is it going to be to get it up to level 3? Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it now? We've actually got a proper wind tunnel in effect. We're looking at 34, 47 million. Powertrain department's looking better. Chassis department is looking better. The personnel department is looking better. That's going to cost 31 million. What's the marketing going to be? 20 million. So that might be the next thing for us. And there we go then. So we end the episode with some more upgrades on the car. We'll see what effect that makes to our standing with all of the other 10 teams once we go to France. No activities or anything we can do. High cash balance, we've been told from Carl, that's fine. The vehicle will be making a change into the second units for the second half of the season. The gearbox will be able to change after France. The corporate side of things, the sponsors, well, Balesia and Zanzer are going to run out very, very soon. But other than that, everything's looking okay. And as for the season results from us, well, I think we're doing okay. It probably could be better. And the rivalry with Hubert is 19-19. And if we look at the standings then, we are the best driver that's yet to score a point. And there's quite a few of us. And we're 8th in the Constructors' Championship. So, yeah, overall, it's been a good start to the season. It's been a very, very good start to the season, as I think my microphone might have just accidentally cut out there. Hopefully it's still working again. I believe it is all okay now. So, yeah, hopefully going into the second half of the season we can start to get some better performances. We've got Austria coming up, Mexico and Brazil, which I've always gone strong with before. France, I think it could be a red herring. We don't know really what's going to happen there. I like the circuit, believe it or not. So hopefully we can get a positive result there. And we've got Silverstone as well. We're updating the facilities now. Pretty much nothing will be done until the end of the season with those, and what I decide to put into Spec 2 through marketing or Spec 3 with all of the others remains to be seen really. But we are developing the car at a quick rate now, so hopefully we'll get closer and closer to that midfield. But for me personally, I need to sort out the qualifying. The qualifying has been really, really poor with the one shot. There's a lot of pressure on you to get it done. You make one little mistake, that's it. You are starting at the back. The races have been going okay. Granted, we crashed out in Australia when I decided to try and cheat, hit the curve, and then crashed out in Zandvoort towards the end in the wet conditions. If it wasn't for that, we probably would have had some strong results like we've had all season. So I need to improve the qualifying. That is the main focus going into part 6, which will be in the next day or two. And hopefully we can maybe pick up a few points as well before the end of the season. But if you have enjoyed this live stream and any of the other live streams that I've done in the past few days, weeks or months, then do drop a like and a subscribe to tell me that you're enjoying what you are viewing. And I'll see you in the next day or so for part 6 of this F1 2020 Sprint Mode Championship and the conclusion to Season 3 with Simtech. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.